Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Alicia and in today's video, I will be setting up my January bullet journal cover page and all the other new pages that I have in place. So for this setup, I will be using multitude of colorful pens because I have these pens and I don't normally get a chance to use them, and I thought that this month or this year I am going to make proper use of all the stationery that I have. These pens are really good and I have been truly enjoying using them in my journals, be it in my Hobonichi or in my bullet journal. You would have seen me using them probably in one of my Hobonichi flip through videos that I would do on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, please make sure to do that. So coming to the setup, this is something new that I am doing which I have not done previously. For every cover page in my last year, I would pretty much cover the entirety of the spread with the design or whatever it is. But this time, I really wanted to use quotes on one side and have the decoration on the other side. So the quote that I chose for January, it is give every day the chance to become the most beautiful of your life. It is by Mark Twain, and I felt that this is very appropriate for the start of the year. So for the decoration of this page and the consequent spreads, I will be using this gorgeous New Year PET tape from the washi tape shop. They are all Kiskad and I love washi tape shop's products. I have been a huge fan of their products since beginning of me venturing into this journaling journey. I have seen their products around and I have forever been a fan, and I started collaborating with them. I believe it was beginning of last year or even in 2024. So it has been a really good journey with them, and I am truly honored that they have also wanted to partner with me this year. So they have kindly sent me a bunch of their beautiful products, and I have actually done a reel unboxing all of those. So this is the reel that you would see, a clip of the reel on the side, and this is something that I have truly enjoyed about my content creation journey, that I have been able to partner with such amazing brands that bring such high quality products. And it's not something that I don't use. I have been using their PET tapes and washi tapes for almost 4-5 years at this point. So I'm a true fan of them. I was very happy when they reached out for this collab, and I am really truly grateful. So thank you washi tape for sending me across. And if you guys like any of the products that I have used in this video, everything will be linked below. I do have a code for washi tape shop which will give you 10% discount in your total amount. Let's talk about the theme for January. As you can see from the tapes that I'm using, this is heavily influenced by the Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year for 2026 is going to be the year of horse, and most of the stickers are very much influenced by that tradition and that celebration. I, however, wanted to use it for my January setup mainly because it does say 2026 Happy New Year, and in my brain, because I do work in the Gregorian calendar, this just makes sense. And for February, I will have a different theme, maybe more on the coffee themes or something in that line. But to start off the year with all the shebangs and all the colors, I truly felt that this is going to be the best utilization of the stickers. Chinese New Year 2026 is going to be extra special, not because it is the Lunar New Year, but because it marks the rare year of the fire horse, something that only happens once every 60 years. So let me tell you a little bit more about this fire horse year and why is it considered to be so rare. But before going into the rarity of this particular year, let me tell you a little bit about what Chinese New Year is all about. So, Chinese New Year, if you have never heard of it or if you have never celebrated it, it is also known as the Lunar New Year or the Spring Festival, which is one of the most important holidays in many Asian cultures. I am from India, so I am part of the Asian culture. But from where I am, which is Northeast and specifically Assam, we also have a spring festival and we have a different new year which starts on 14th of April. If my New Year resolution or my goals that I have set up for myself in the beginning of 1st of January fails or I am not able to pick it up, the rhythm of it, I will be having a second chance in April to pick up. So I always like to think and joke that I get 2 New Years, which is not technically wrong. It also provides me an opportunity to test drive certain goals. You know what I mean? And then implement them full-fledged in the next one. Anyways, coming back to the Chinese New Year, unlike the Western New Year, it doesn't follow the regular calendar. It is purely based on the lunar calendar, which is why the date may change every year. So you don't have a specific date on when you would be celebrating. It marks the start of a new lunar year and is all about new beginning, family, gratitude, and inviting good luck into a new year ahead. Before going on to more details about the Chinese New Year and the rarity of this particular lunar year, let me talk to you a little bit about the spread that I am making. This is going to be my monthly view spread where I will jot down my appointments, important dates that I have to go to the office, I'm hanging out with friends, just something that I can get an overview of the month. It is really nice, especially when you are adulting hard. People in your circle are also adulting hard, and truly we have reached to that point where we need to block time and really set up a very early reminder to your friends and families that you are going to be there and you want to meet them. It's not intentionally we are ignoring people, right? It's just life gets busy and you have to prioritize things. So this is the place where I will have to prioritize my social life, my mental life, and also my physical well-being. The squares that I have made here are almost 3 by 3. The ruler that I used, I cannot remember where I got it from, but I think I got it as a freebie with one of the notebooks that I purchased in 2022. And that is a very nice handy tool that I have that I really like to use it for making these tiny squares. This typically would be a 4x4 square for me in the previous journals that I have done, but for this one I wanted to go with an easy setup. So hence I have used the ruler to make my life easy. Coming to Chinese New Year 2026. This year, we are going to celebrate the New Year on February 17th. And if you want to do the New Year's Eve, it is going to be February 16th. The celebration don't just last one day. They traditionally continue for about 16 days, ending with the Lantern Festival on March 3rd, 2026. So it's really more of a season than just a single holiday, which is so fun. Like, I would really encourage you to go out and see and celebrate with your Asian friends. And if you don't have any Asian friends as such, just go to the community and I guarantee you everyone will feed you a lot of food. And that's the best part about any Asian celebration is that you get immense amount of love and food, especially during this festival. So make sure to take advantage of that and make some new friends. Now we have moved to my expense tracker. Before, I used to have my habits tracker on the left hand side and I would only have the expense tracker on the right hand side. I have hence migrated the habits tracker into my half yearly setup. So if you have not seen my 2026 bullet journal setup, I will link it in the card and in the description below. So there I have spoken about how I have set it up and why I have made the decision. It just makes sense that I have all the habits in one spread and I get to see how I have been able to keep it up. The individual monthly habits that I was tracking previously was becoming more like a chore rather than making me accountable. So I felt that maybe this way of doing things could make me more accountable. And in the last 4 or 5 days in January, I would say that I have been very excited to actually go and fill that one up. So it has a more structure like a pixel in years. So instead of coloring them, I'm just going to either do a tick mark for the things that I have done or the habits that I have achieved for the day and a dot for the habits that I have not achieved. Like, for example, not spending. And if I end up spending, it's a dot. And coming to spendings, you would see that I have double the space of what I used to do previously. This is mainly because the later part of the year, my smaller expense tracker, I was not able to write down everything that I was spending. I always ended up getting an extra piece of sheet where I would do the spillover expenses. So this year I have decided I will do both side by side, so all of those remains in one spread so I can have a full view of the monthly expense. Moving to the final spread of this video, this is going to be my content planner spread. It is pretty similar to what I have been doing for the last 2 years, I would say, because I have been using the travel size notebook for the last 2 years and I truly enjoy this size. It really helps me to carry it with me when I have to go to the office or when I have to go out. It is the most portable size that I have found that really works for me. I used to be A5 journal girly and I always enjoyed doing that until I was introduced to the travel size. To talk about the calendar, these individual boxes are going to be 4 by 6 grid spaces, so that is 2 cm by 3 cm. This Lila Journal notebook is also slightly longer than the Notebook Therapy's travel size notebook, but it is not a huge difference in terms of the size or the grid spaces. I think it is probably around like 1 cm difference. So it's not a humongous difference, but it does make a difference when it comes to, let's say, setting up your trackers and, if you want to find the exact center point and not make it look a little wonky. In this entire spread for January, I have tried to use all of these multiple colored pens and especially tried to do for the heading. And I think that has turned out so much fun and cute. I really like the saturation of these pens. They are not very light and they have been very good. And I don't remember how much it cost me, but I will link the entire set that I have used for this particular setup. Now let's talk a little bit more about the year of the fire horse. 2026 is the year of the horse, but more specifically, it is the year of the fire horse, and this is where things get really interesting. In Chinese astrology, each year is made up of an animal sign and an element. The horse is associated with freedom, energy, independence, movement, and ambition, and the fire element adds intensity, passion, boldness, and transformation. Fire horse years only occur once every 60 years. The last one was in 1966 and the next one won't be until 2086. Because of this, fire horse years are often seen as powerful, fast-moving and transformative. It is great for creativity and action, but sometimes it can get a bit intense and unpredictable. In traditional Chinese astrology, your zodiac year is called Banmingyang. It's believed to be a year that brings both opportunity and challenges. So many people wear red clothing or accessories for protection and good luck. Red is thought to ward off bad energy and invite positive fortune. Talking about positive fortune, if you have seen, there are red envelopes in this setup, and red is also a predominant color. Red envelopes contains money and are meant to pass on for luck, blessings and protection for the year ahead. They are traditionally given to children and unmarried family members. I'd love to know if you celebrate Chinese New Year, or is this your first time learning about it? And if you're into journaling or creative planning, this is such a beautiful theme to explore with colors, symbols, and intentions for the year ahead, especially for a theme in February. So if you don't have any theme in your mind, you probably can just take some inspiration from these beautiful PET tapes. Well, friends, we have reached to the end of the video. Let's do a quick flip through of all the spreads that we have created in this one. I really love how everything has turned up. I truly like how that window looks, where you can see the couple letting go of their lantern for the lantern festival. It truly embodies the festivity and the excitement that this Chinese New Year is going to bring for everybody who celebrates it. It is going to be a strong year of creativity, so I hope with these special stickers and PET tape, you will be also able to embrace all of those creativity in the coming months. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what are your specific traditions for New Year, if you have anything. I personally like to be a very big homebody. I love having food. So this year for New Year's Eve, we ordered sushi and we had that at home. We love sushi. So if you are a sushi lover too, please do let me know, and let me know what is your favorite sushi, or drop this sushi roll in the comments below so I know you were there till the end. It was really nice hanging out with you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.